Hello everyone, it's Miss Elaine from the Firehouse Art Center, and I am coming to you from Longmont, Colorado. The Firehouse Art Center is a small nonprofit art gallery in downtown Longmont, located on 4th and Kaufman. We usually have kids art classes on Saturdays called Saturday Art Experience with Mr. Mario, but until we are able to meet in the gallery again safely in large groups, we are moving our classes online, and that's what I'm doing today. So we have our virtual kids classes here online, and this week we have Sports Week. We have various themes that we've done through the time of closure. And I know I showcased some of these at the beginning of class just so you get an idea of what you can do in these classes in case this is your first time and you haven't seen these classes before and you're just coming upon us. But we do things, so Monday classes we'll have a drawing class. Wednesday we'll have painting class, and Fridays we'll have like a multimedia, whether it's a sculpture class or a mixed media class. That's what we do on Fridays. Now I am live on our Firehouse Art Center Facebook page, and you can always come and hi Julie, and you can always come and do classes, and hi Joshua too. But if you can't make it at 1 p.m. when I have the classes, you can always watch them later on our Facebook page, or you can go to our YouTube channel, and the username is Firehouse Art Center, and it'll come up as Firehouse Art Center Longmont, because there is another Firehouse Art Center, and I think that they might be in Utah, but I'm not sure. But that way you'll know that you are on the right page if it says Longmont. So all of our classes will be there, and you can watch them there, or you can come and watch live. Now we're moving into summer, and we are going to reduce the frequency of our classes. So instead of meeting Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to be offering these classes on Tuesday and Thursday. So Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. Hopefully that doesn't mess with too many people's schedule. But once again, if you can't watch it live, you can always go to our Facebook page and watch it later, or you can go to our YouTube page and catch it then. So hopefully the time change won't mess with people too much. So we're going to go down from Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1 p.m. and we're going to be offering our summer classes Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. Until we can figure out a plan to do it at the gallery upstairs in our Studio C with Mr. Mario. We're hoping to do that soon. Whenever we can get that done safely, that's what our plan is. So I did show you some projects that we've done in the past, and I just wanted to show you this guy. So this was our last class on Friday, so hopefully you guys got to finish your salt dough sculptures and bake them and get them painted. So what we did was an astronaut in salt dough, baked it, and then painted it. And this was the end project, the Friday multimedia sculpture class for Space Week. So I love mine. I think he's so cute. So I'm just gonna finish it up with the flag, and he should be done. So he's got his little jetpack, he's got his buttons, he's got his face mask, and then that is the lunar surface. So I had a lot of fun with this, so I hope you guys finished yours up too and had fun on our Friday class. And we are ready to start our Monday drawing class. And I believe, so make sure you have your supplies before we get started. So when I do these drawing classes, I'm going to show you the project that we're doing. So it's Sports Week, and we're going to learn how to draw 5 different kinds of balls. So there's soccer balls, which whenever I draw them, I always kind of just like do them really quickly, and they look really weird. So this is a really great way to put your soccer ball together correctly so it doesn't look all weird and crazy. And then we'll learn how to do baseballs, footballs, volleyballs, and basketballs. So in drawing classes, what I usually do is I show you on my page, and you watch me first, and then I draw on a second page, and then we can draw together. I might do that for this one, or I might change it up. But anyway, we'll get to that in a second. I wanted to show you what we're doing on Wednesday. So Wednesday we are going to be doing a art history lesson on David Hockney. So David Hockney is an artist who, this is one of his paintings, and it's a painting of, I can't remember exactly what this name is, but I'll know by Wednesday. But I think it's like Portrait of Two People at the Pool or something like that. But anyway, I'll have more information on him and this painting and his whole pool series, because we are going to be painting a swimming pool. So on Wednesday, the supplies you'll need are paper, a white crayon or oil pastel, and then other random colors of crayons. So whether you need a skin color, hair color, and bathing suit. And then also blue watercolor, okay? So that's what we need on Wednesday. I'll post it on our Facebook page too, but I wanted to let you know because I haven't posted the event yet, but I am ready to go for tomorrow. So I'll post it as soon as we are done with this class, and you'll have all the information there. So I'm going to turn the screen down so you guys can see my page and what I'm drawing. And there's my workspace. There we go. So I'm going to put this here so you guys can see it, and here's my first page. If you don't feel comfortable drawing with a marker, you can draw with a pencil first, but I always draw with a marker just so you guys can see, and also to show you guys that it's okay if you make mistakes. You can just get another paper and start again. So there's no such thing as mistakes in art, I think. There are only lessons. So you can only have a lesson on how to do it better, and mistakes are actually really helpful. So we're going to go get started. We're going to start with our soccer ball. And what you're going to do is, the first thing is you are going to draw your pentagon. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Yes, 5. So pentagon. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so I always say watch me first because I'm going to do it again. Now this one is the most complicated one, so I want you guys to really pay attention to the first part of the drawing and then go ahead and get yours started. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we have our pentagons just like that. Go ahead and, you know what, let's wait until we have the whole ball, and then we're going to color it in. So I'm going to cover this up. So just watch what I'm doing first. Okay, so now that I have my pentagon, which is this right here, I'm going to draw the circle around the pentagon. Okay, now once again you can do a pencil if you want, if you don't feel comfortable using your marker to draw a circle. Now I'm drawing upside down, so hopefully I can get one that looks like a pretty good circle. And you want your pentagon to be inside of that circle in the center, okay? And there you go. So there's my circle with the pentagon in the center. You watched how I did it. Now we can do it together. And it's okay if your circle isn't like super perfect. Okay, so now that is our circle around the pentagon. That is the soccer ball edge that we just drew. Okay, now this is probably the most confusing part of the whole soccer ball, but I want you guys to pay attention to how I do it first, and then we can do it together. So you see, these are the lines that create my shape, right? So I'm just drawing it heavier so that you guys can see it. Now, this line right here, this straight line right at the bottom, we're going to copy it and move it down almost to the edge of the ball, but not at the edge, but almost to the edge. I want you to watch. Just like that. Okay? So I just copied this line, brought it almost to the edge of the ball. Okay? Now if you want, I'm going to bring this closer so you guys can see. Okay? Now, I'm going to do the same thing with this edge. So this edge right here, I'm going to bring it almost to the outside edge of the ball, and I'm going to copy it. This edge right here, I'm going to bring it almost to the edge of the ball, and I'm going to copy it again. I'm going to do the same with the other two sides. So this, I'm going to bring out here, and this, I'm going to bring out here. Okay, so this is what my soccer ball looks like now. It looks like a ball or circle with a pentagon in the center and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines on the outside. Now that you saw how I did that, I'm going to move this and we can do it together. I'm going to go slow because this is the most important step in building your soccer ball. Okay, so here's my line. I'm going to bring it down here almost to the bottom. Okay, here's my other line. I'm going to bring it out to the edge, just like that. Next side goes right here. This side goes right here. This side is my last side, and that goes right there. So same, match, match. Pentagon, and each of the sides brought to the edge, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to cover this up. So now we can start creating our different shapes. Now how to do that is you are going to watch first each point. So first we paid attention to the lines. Now we're going to pay attention to these corners, the points where these lines meet. So this point right here, I'm going to take out, and I'm going to make a Y shape that matches and meets these lines. Okay? And I'm going to repeat it. So I'm going to take this line, see this corner point right here, I'm going to pay attention to that. I'm going to draw a line out, and I'm going to make a Y, and I'm going to meet this line and this line. Now I'm going to do it with this. I'm going to go to this corner, make a line straight, and a Y. Go to this point, make a line straight, and then a Y. This point, make a line out, and then a Y. Okay, so I'm going to bring it close so that you can see. So basically what I did was each of these corners where those lines meet, I drew a line out and I made a Y shape. So it's kind of an upside down Y, but I'll show you this one. So this point right here made a line up and a Y shape. And you meet the lines that you made initially. Okay, so I'm going to do it again. Now this one, remember, the soccer ball is the most confusing one, so it does take a little bit of time to make your soccer ball correctly. I'm going to go from this point out and meet these points right here. Out this way and meet those points. Go out, out, and meet that point and that point, and out, meet that point and that point. So you already see your soccer ball is being built. These are the little shapes that are part of your soccer ball. Okay? Now, all we need to do is to finish out the shapes on the sides. And to do that, so we have this already done. It's right here. And I'm going to color it just so you guys can see. Just like that. Okay, so that is that. This is that, and now we need to finish it off. So the lines that you made, first you're going to go out this way. You're going to go to this line, and you're going to go out that way. So now you have to go to this line, out this line. That's the Y, this line. And you are done with your soccer ball. These on the edges get colored. So I'm going to color them in, and then I'm going to show you how to do your own, and we can draw it together. Okay? But this will give you an idea of what we just did. Okay. So, ta-da! Soccer ball! So if you guys play soccer and you want to draw a picture of yourself kicking the goal, soccer ball into the goal, that is how you draw your soccer ball. Okay? So now I'm going to take this, I'm going to color in that center one, and we're going to finish off the lines together. Now, this is the line that we made in the beginning, right here at the edge. I'm going to take a line out and out. So I'm going to show you again really close. See that? That line at the very beginning when we made the ball, out and out. Now this line, this line, that line. Now it takes a little bit of time to get your soccer ball correct. Okay, so I'm going to color in this one, this flat line right here, color in this one, flat line, color in that one, flat line right there, flat line right there, and we're done with the soccer ball. So, takes a little bit of practice, but if you are a soccer player, it makes your soccer ball look so super cool, because what I used to do when I would draw soccer balls, I would just draw the ball, and then I would draw the shape in the center, and then I would draw like these lines all crazy, and I have no idea what's going on, but this way you build it, it looks totally realistic. So I'll erase that. Takes a little bit of time, but it looks super cool. Okay, so now we have our soccer ball. I am just going to draw it once, because now these ones are much simpler. So let's move on to the baseball. I don't know if you guys play baseball or softball. I don't actually play baseball or softball, but I have. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so what you do is you start out with the circle. I'm going to start out with my marker. And remember, you can use a pencil if you want. There you go. Circle like that. Now, the baseball has this line right here and this line right here. So I want you to watch first. It has two sides, so we can do it together for the second one. But just curves out like that, and it makes this little shape right here. Okay? So you can do it with a pencil if you want, or you can just join me and do it with a marker. And that shape right there. If you play tennis, this is also the way to make your tennis ball. But to make your tennis ball, you would just make a second line and a second line right here, so that there would be like a little space right here. You'd color it all yellow except for that little line right there, which you would leave white. And that is your tennis ball. But to make a baseball, baseball has stitching, so we've got to add the stitching, and it's just a little arrow. So it's one stitch there, one stitch down, one stitch up, one stitch down. So it ends up looking like a path of arrows all the way up. Just like that. And that is your baseball. So now we know how to draw two balls, and a third one if you wanted to draw that as a tennis ball as well. Okay? We're going to move on to the basketball now. And you're going to start with your circle. So I'm just checking to make sure you guys can see. So remember, if you have a hard time drawing a circle freehand, don't worry about it. It just takes a little practice. And see, that one's kind of ovally. Totally fine. It'll work. Okay, for the basketball, I want you guys to pay attention because I'm going to do the line first on this one with my finger, and then we're going to do it on the ball, okay? So, first things first, you're going to draw a line going across the basketball, but you're going to curve it a little, and it's going to be a little bit below the halfway mark. So, this line, it's slightly curved, and I'm going to do it first. It's going to go like that. Okay, slightly curved. Okay, the next line is the line that crosses it vertically. So it's going to go in the middle, slightly curved, like that. Just like that. Now, these two lines are right here as well. So you're going to do the same shapes. One's going to go like that, and the other one is going to go like that. Okay? And that is your basketball. Now, basketballs are textured. If you've ever had a basketball thrown at you really hard, you might know that. But you can add like little dots for the texture if you want. And there you go. That is your basketball. Okay. Now, they're all variations of circles, right? So you got your soccer ball, and you have the pattern of the pentagons on the inside. You've got your circle for your baseball, and you've got this curvy line and this curvy line with the arrow pattern. And I'm going to draw a tennis ball really quick. So I'm going to show you super quick because baseball and tennis ball are very similar. So you draw that curved line, and that is your tennis ball. And you would just come in with a yellow crayon or whatever, and you would color this part in, and you would leave that area white. Okay, super quick. So just variations of circles. So soccer ball, tennis ball, baseball, basketball, and then volleyball. So volleyball, start off with a circle again. Volleyball is a super fun sport. I love it. Now, you're going to find the center of your ball, and you're going to make a tiny little dot. You're going to curve a line out like that. So it's going to curve from the side into the center. You're going to curve a line out like that from the center and then out, and then from the center and then out. Just like that. So once again, it's the circle, dot for the center, from the center out a curved line, from the center out another curved line, and from the center out another curved line. We're going to start with this one right here. You're going to imitate this curve, so you're going to repeat it all the way out to the edge. Just like that. Now you're going to do this one. So this curve right here, you're going to repeat it again until you get to this edge right here. Okay? And then the last one is this one right here. But you're not going to repeat this curve. You're going to repeat this outer curve. Okay? And it's going to go curve like this and a curve like this. So that's the only one that's different. And that is your volleyball. So I can't really write upside down. I'll try. Soccer, tennis, baseball, basketball, and volleyball. So as you can see, just variations on circles. Now we're going to get into the one that's not, and that's the football. So football, we're going to draw with our marker, and it's going to be a smiley face. So it's just a smile. And then an upside down smile, so I guess a frown. But right at the end, you want to just curve it a little and a frowny face. Okay? So that is my football shape. The more footballs you draw, the better you get at it. So even if your shape is a little bit messed up, you can always try again, and the next one will be better. Now, before we get too far ahead, I'm going to show you your next step. Your next step, so step 2 is making those stitches in the center. So I made 3 right there, and I'm going to bring it closer so you guys can see. Just looks like that. It's like 3 curved rectangles. Now, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to do this horizontal part right here. Now, the reason we drew the stitches first, so we drew these first, is because they overlap this right here. So you want to draw these bars first and then this one next. You're going to draw the end of your football. It's 2 lines, just like that. Other side, 2 lines, just like that. And then the center of the football goes like that. And that is your football. So footballs have texture too, so if you wanted to, you can add little dots. And that is it for today. Ta-da! That is our drawing class for today. So hopefully you can take some of these tips into your drawing. So if you were drawing yourself throwing a baseball or hitting a baseball with a bat, maybe playing some tennis with a racket, kicking a soccer ball, shooting some hoops, playing volleyball, or even playing football. So hopefully you can take these tips into your drawing and have you doing some sports. I'm going to flip this up and say goodbye and remind you guys of the class that we have on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, and also on Friday. Okay, so that was our class for today. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you guys had a good time, and now you know how to draw a couple of sports balls for your drawings. What was I going to say? So yes, Wednesday's class, Art History, David Hockney. He did a pool series, and we are going to use some of his paintings as a reference to doing our lesson. Now, if you wanted to add a little bit of math to this, you can. We could talk about volume. We could talk about how much water it takes to fill a pool by using the measurements of the width and the depth and the length of the pool, or you can just have a little bit of fun with your new techniques. It's going to be watercolor. So the supplies that you need are blue watercolor, whether you use liquid watercolor, which of course, as I've said before, is my favorite, or if you want to use your pan watercolor, but you'll need oil pastels or crayons, because we are going to use the resist technique with watercolor, and the oil pastel and the crayons will resist. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw first, then we're going to paint, and that's how we're going to come up with this. So this is Wednesday's class, tomorrow's class for Sports Week. And then on Friday, we are going to be doing a mixed media sculpture class, and really it's just a fun class to make a couple of things that you can use to play with and have fun while you are on your summer break from school. We are going to be making hockey sticks so that you can play table air hockey, and we'll also make skateboards. So just popsicle sticks. If you have the wider popsicle sticks, that's awesome. If not, you can use the thinner ones. So I don't actually have the sample up here, but the wider ones are about this big. They're like time depressors, or the ones that, or you can use a doubled up popsicle stick. You will need an adult to help you with this class because we are going to use hot glue. And also they might be able to help you cut the popsicle sticks, because you do need to cut the popsicle sticks. And sometimes that's a little hard. So enlist an adult to help you. We're going to be making our skateboards and our hockey sticks. So for the skateboards, you'll need your popsicle sticks, you'll need hot glue, you'll need toothpicks, and beads of some sort. For the hockey sticks, really all you need is a penny and 2 big popsicle sticks or tongue depressors. And then you can play with somebody and play a little table air hockey, and it'll be fun. If you need any supplies, I like to try and do supplies that you guys have at your house, just normal craft supplies. If you do need supplies for Wednesday's class or Friday's class, shoot me an email at the Firehouse. It's elaine@firehouseart.org. We can figure something out for picking up supplies, and that would be fine. So once again, my name's Miss Elaine. I'm from the Firehouse Art Center. We are switching our classes from Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1 p.m. to Tuesdays and Thursdays coming up next week. Our theme for next week is superheroes. But we will still have our class on Wednesday of this week, the watercolor, and then Friday, the skateboards and the hockey, air hockey. So hopefully I will see you then. Thank you so much for coming to draw with me. Post any projects that you have. Either send them to me, elaine@firehouseart.org. Post them on the event that is related to this class on Facebook, or you can send to me as a Facebook message. And we will get your artwork onto our Firehouse Art Center Facebook page. We love seeing them. We love posting them. And hopefully I will see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.